on IWTV News.
National champions again.
I was like, oh, and then Trinity ran up to me.
National champions. Redemption.
All the people from different countries, like from Chile, all the guys from Japan, like different nationalities.
Football, baby. The Final Four.
I couldn't even watch, and I just honestly waited for the Reaver Nation to erupt.
The fall band concert.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching IWTV News.
Hello and welcome to a very special championship edition of Iowa Western Television News. I'm JJ Davis. Now, you know, the last couple of weeks around here have just been crazy. Why? Because as usual, the fall sports teams are in the hunt for the national championship. Now, we serve things up with the 8th-seeded volleyball team in round 1 against the Eagles.
Getting up there, so 20.
It starts against Polk State, and a preview of things to come. New faces beginning to emerge for the Reivers.
Antonio.
Sherlyn Antonio, 24 kills, all Iowa Western 3-0.
I think you have to believe it, that it's like it can be us, and I felt like our team just took that to heart.
ASSOC.
If we fully believe that we can do it, then we have an advantage already.
The defending Natty champs with 16 blocks blocked their way to a nighttime showdown with #1 BLINN College.
The block at that time. Actually has more.
Big Blue, again on the left, dominates the top-seeded Buccaneers. Mike A. Bertens starting to heat up. Now Antonio once again leads the way with 19 Ks. Diane Malavi follows with 16.
Malave.
And the Reivers sweep. Surprise yourself?
Malave.
To be honest, I did. I feel like I had my best game in that game. It was a really good game, and I appreciate my team because they trusted me.
A lot of net there. If that's on.
I was a mess. I was walking around everyone's room, like, I was just pacing. Like, I would walk into someone's room, and I would just stand there, and I'm like, oh my God, we play BLINN. They're #1. I don't know what to do. But then we came out there, and we swept them, so it was awesome.
Simon Van Zandt.
Their mental toughness at that point was unbeatable, and so then we're like, if we can just execute talent-wise, we've got this.
Malave, 16 kills.
And with that get, 8th-seeded Iowa Western and ALICIA Williams are off to the national semifinals. Magic is in the air. The Reivers and Grizzlies split during the regular season and the first 2 sets here at the Natty. Set number 3, Mike A. Bertens. Hammer down. The sophomore shows up with 17 kills. Now Big Blue on the left keeps feeding the beast. Bertens. And Iowa Western takes the 3rd set 30-28, and then the 4th to win the match 25-21.
As Antonio comes up with an assist.
I was always like the giver, you know, like I was like, I'm gonna do this for my team. But there was a moment, like there was a limit. I also had to be like selfish a little bit and be like, this is not how I play. Like my team needs more than this. And I don't know, I was really confident and I started like hitting everything.
We just hold in our huddle and we just give each other super like deep eye contact, and then we just, even if we don't say anything, we just know what we're all thinking. But Mike A just knew exactly the right thing to say throughout the whole thing.
Aware of it, ready?
I think we earned it. I don't want to say that it was all luck, but I also felt like, you know, just a short, 2-3 weeks ago, that was us because they beat us earlier. And so we did it at the right time, which was nice.
Indeed it was. The Reivers extremely focused, zeroing in on every dig, every get. And next stop with the defending Natty champs, the national championship match for the 2nd year in a row.
Esterling got it over, and now here comes Assis.
And how about that? The Reivers get into the Natty after receiving an at-large bid. And now Iowa Western can make history and become the first at-large team to win the national championship.
Between the defending national champion Iowa Western Reivers.
Big Blue making its 4th appearance in the Natty Final against first-timer New Mexico Military. Now all Broncos first set. Wow. 25-18, but former Titan Delaney Esterling on the right steps up with 16 kills. 2nd set to the Reivers, 25-22. Now New Mexico, who had won at Iowa Western during the regular season, wins the 3rd, 25-21. But Mike A. Bertens hammered down 12 Ks, and the defending champs even the score 25-23. Fifth set, the tug of war continues, but in the end, Big Blue on the right.
Now Jones tipped down the line. Yamamoto saves it. Blocked at the net.
Reivers win it 15-12. Iowa Western goes back-to-back.
I love this championship, I think, more than I did last year's, because last year I just felt very numb.
Congratulations to the Reivers.
I don't know if I can find the words for like that emotion that I feel, because it was like really, really great.
Done something that only 8 of the programs have done.
I just sort of stood there and I was like, ah, and then Trinity ran up to me. So that was nice.
Back-to-back national champions.
Last year was like, it was like tears, like we made it, you know? But this year it was different because like no one believed in us.
I've never had a group that's been so appreciative, just so loving and caring at the right time. And so it just felt special. It just felt very special.
It did. For the boys, for the staff, and for the girls. Iowa Western goes back-to-back. Champions do play in Reaver country. And so next up, it's time for the newly crowned national champs to come back home and be adored by their adoring fans. The wait is almost over, inside and out. The countdown is on, and then
Hey, I like 3 sets over 5. On behalf of the board of directors, faculty, staff here, we are so proud of you. Back to back.
Just in the last even week or two, just totally buying in.
Why is she crying?
Some girl just came up to me and was like,
What I'm feeling right now is, I have no word for it, you know? It's just like, I'm so happy, I'm so proud of this team.
I mean, I still can't believe it. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful to be part of Iowa Western.
I don't know that we could replicate that again, but we did it at the right time, and that's all that matters.
a moment of joy in a time frame that will never be forgotten. And then there's the football team. Football, baby, and the Final Four. But next up, is it deja vu all over again for the men's soccer team? When we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is IWTV News.
Action!
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world? You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
I'll never forget this moment. The faces tell the story as the Reivers lose in the national championship game. That was last spring. The Iowa Western men's soccer team finds its way back to the Natty. Now the Reivers humble Hutch 6-2 in their first match down in Tyler, Texas.
Another corner coming in. And
Foot home.
Arata Segusa with the finish off the set piece, and the Reivers
Right place, right time.
blanked the Golden Eagles again, 1-0.
Moise touched the ball, and then the ball was coming from me. So I was like, yes, yes. Then I just touched the ball, then scored.
Now Iowa Western looking.
We spent a lot of time on set pieces and really working on those things. And we talked a lot about second balls and cleaning up the trash and stuff.
Arata Segusa, right place.
Iowa Western is off to the Final Four.
1-0.
Was in the scouting report for Iowa Western.
Tyler, the host school and number 4 seed, outshoots the Reivers 9-7. But when it matters most, less than 10 minutes to go in a scoreless match, the All-American midfielder from Italy steps up.
Giorgio Probo.
And it's in. Big Blue holds on, 1-0.
4, 3, go!
Just was a free kick, so I looked the goal. The goal was like the keeper was not covered the post very well, so I choose to put the ball there, and that's it.
Tyler was a game that we all thought that would be the final. Like, everything was against us, the fans, like our coach said, the refs and everything. For us going into that game, we knew that we only had each other.
1 goal lead.
I told Giorgio before the tournament, like, we need to get more offensive production from him, and he really stepped up in that area.
Aiden Leak didn't even see it.
Hero time for Giorgio Probo. Iowa Western will play for a national championship for the 2nd season in a row.
Iowa Western a 1-goal lead.
Okay, so here we go again. Only this time, will the outcome be different? The two teams with at-large bits into the big dance face each other for the first time in their history. First half, Arizona Western does not clear it, and in the end, guess who takes the shot?
Probo!
Giorgio Probo, his 3rd in 4 games.
Giorgio Probo.
Big Blue, 1-0 into the second half, and with the cross.
Conde, the moment is now for Iowa Western.
Ibrahim Conde, and the Reivers win the Natty title, 2-0.
2013, Iowa Western.
Everyone was dealing with something. You know, and like, you know, I thought Yuta was excellent. You know, for a guy that's 5'9", he played like he was 6'3", you know, so it was an excellent performance from him and everyone throughout the tournament.
Just really happy, and I just want to say thank you for everyone who supported me since I came here.
The offensive player of the tournament goes to Ibrahim Conde.
Yeah, but I don't think I won something that big, and it was the best, like one of the best days of my life in my soccer career.
Most valuable player of the tournament goes to Giorgio Probo.
I was next to Jesus, and I hugged Jesus, and really I think about coach, about team, and say, okay, finally we did for Iowa Western.
Iowa Western.
Emotionally, it was the most, I think, one of the prettiest days of my life. I feel accomplished that we did something great.
It doesn't mean anything if the guys aren't successful in 10 years. It's great. We all want to win a national championship. That's great. But, you know, for me, it's really about them being good men, good fathers, good husbands. You know, the exact thing I've been saying all along. You know, you can win a championship, but, like, if this is the best day of their life, then we failed.
Former Reaver Joel Kwashi joins in the celebration. The Iowa Western men's soccer team, a picture of resilience and determination, takes it one step further and wins the national championship. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Reaver country, Big Blue fans anxiously await the arrival of their newest heroes. Been here before, earlier in the day for the Natty Champ volleyball team, inside and out.
We took it pretty easily, right? Oh, okay. assistant in 2012, 2013, left and realized there's no place on earth like this place.
This team is everything to me. Like, I came from a D1, came here, and they brought me in like family.
We love each other, like everyone on the team. All the people are from different countries. I'm from Chile, all the guys from Japan, like different nationalities, but it doesn't matter, we're together as one.
It's really just about the guys, honestly. I'm just really happy for the guys and, you know, just the opportunity for them to be national champions. I think that's big.
They walked out into history. The Iowa Western men's soccer team, a collection of talent not seen before or maybe ever again. Play it again, band. The fall band concert, but next, football, baby. The top-ranked football team is next on the Natty title menu after the break.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Wait. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
Last time they played the Badgers, this pick sealed the deal. And this time, well, top-ranked and unbeaten Iowa Western plays host to an old friend, Snow College, in the Final Four. And same old, same old. The Reivers ready to roll in an NJCAA semifinal.
Iowa Western Reivers.
They flip a coin, and then Big Blue and the Badgers shake hands and come out swinging. First half, all Iowa Western. Nate Glantz to Ryan Flournoy, and number 3, a little sidestep, thank you. 16 yards for the score, and the home team throws the first punch. Meanwhile, the dark side D, nowhere to hide. Late first quarter, Wyatt Romer then blocks the punt, and Jay Jenkins receives the early Christmas present, runs it in for 6, and the bench? Mike Blackburn's defense melting the Snow O-show. The visitors' vaunted running attack stuffed early on. Under 5 minutes to play in the half, Glance over the middle, 6 yards to Roscoe Parrish, and newly named Hall of Fame coach Scott Strohmeier and the Reivers walk in at the break leading 20-2. Whoops, second mishandled punt for the safety, and the Badgers trail 24. Seconds inside the fourth quarter, Gabriel Sweeten lets it fly to Caden Leggett. 20-yard touchdown strike as Snow's cut it to 10.
Reivers #1! Woo!
The fourth-ranked team from Colorado trails 23-17 midway in the fourth when the Badgers pull out all the stops. 3rd and 7, Iowa Western 49. 46 yards later, down to the 3. Snow falls in the end zone on the next play, 23 all. The visitors and the PAT to take the lead, and it's blocked. So we're headed into overtime. Now the Badgers win the toss and defer to the #1 team in the nation. Nate Glantz on a dime, his third TD pass. This one to Moses Bryant, 30-23. Snow passes right back. Sweeten to Leggett again, 30-29. So the Badgers go for 2 and the win.
First thing was we got to get a stop. That's all. We make a stop, we go into the natty. That's all it was about. Had to get to the football, everybody flow to the football.
Defensive play of the year!
I was speechless. I mean, at first I didn't do anything. I just stood there just really surprised. And after that, it kind of just clicked that, wow, we really just won.
We're going to the set! I don't know, so many emotions run through my head right now. Just thankful. And, you know, we wanted this so freaking bad. And we remember exactly what happened last spring. And so just to come out here and beat them twice in the same season is huge for us.
Nobody really deserved to lose in that game, I didn't think, you know, and you know, just anything to make a play. I was so proud of our kids. The defensively played lights out. We've been so close for so many years with one loss, and we felt we were one of the best teams in the country. And so it's not easy to get there, you know, and now once you're there, you want to make sure and perform at the highest level you can.
Unbeaten, Iowa Western is back in the Natty title game for the first time since 2014 and third time in school history. The Reivers will tackle New Mexico Military Institute at War Memorial Stadium, Little Rock, Arkansas, Friday night, December 17th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So while the football team and the fall sports teams dominate the local headlines, what about the next man or woman up? Bring on the Grapplers. The men hit the mat for their first home match of the season. Iowa Western pins Iowa Lakes 42-7. Now the Reivers, with 4 All-Americans back, are 3-0 in duels so far this young season.
This is probably the deepest team we've ever had. You know, if we got a guy out, we feel pretty comfortable with the next guy coming in.
We're a close group of kids. We talk about this goal daily. We know what it takes. We've got a lot of kids that have had success on various levels.
Talent-wise, like I said, it's the deepest team we've ever had. So I think this team is talented enough to do whatever they want to do.
Hopefully they'll do it in early March when it matters most at Nationals. Now the new women's team opens its first ever dual season Saturday, December 11th at Indian Hills. And then there's the men's and women's basketball teams. Now both are ranked in the top 10 in the latest Division II poll, and both face top 10 showdowns. Chad Van Riesen and the 10th-ranked Reivers play host to number 5 Kirkwood. Sean Black drives the baseline. Jaden Flournoy tips it in. 43-27 Big Blue at the break. Back to number 3, quick as a cat, stops. Black 31 points. And then spread the floor for the freshman from Indy. Roland McCoy shows his wheels with 18 in Iowa Western. Sends a message, shooting down the Eagles 82-77. Big Blue now 10-1. The top-ranked and unbeaten Kirkwood women run with the Reivers, and I mean run. Now the home team cuts it to 1 after 1. Alicia Jones just knocks down the 3. But the visitors outscore Big Blue 23-16 in the second quarter. The Woods 7 of 9 from three-point land lead it 41-33 at the break. But Alicia Jones comes off the bench, sticks 5 trays, pours in a team-high 21, but not enough. The Eagles on the fly shoot 56% from the field, and number 1 Kirkwood edges 10th-ranked Iowa Western 77-73. The Reivers now 4-4. And now for a little more fun. Bubble soccer. You ever hear of it? You ever play it? It's the game with more than just a bounce.
I had an amazing time. I got chewed out a couple times, but I loved every moment of it.
couldn't trade this for anything.
I wish they do plenty of events like this. Like it's good. This is my really like my. I don't really be going out like that. So for the first time coming out like this, I had fun.
I think it says that Iowa Western is one of the best schools in the nation because I don't see other schools doing this. So I think we're just going above and beyond that.
Finally, time to bounce on over to the Arts Center for the fall band concert. On the other side.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
This bunch deserves all the recognition it can get. Now, the Arts Center always seems to be just buzzing with activity. I mean, every time I go in, I hear music, and it's coming from everywhere. And speaking of music and the melody, so that's it. Another opening, another show. Until next time, as we all know, there is always a next time. And so for this very special championship edition of IWTV News, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.